Oh. All right. So let's try to finish trying to get these missing diamonds for the leggings. And then we'll try to get our levels up for the health and attack and defense. Everything else, I don't feel like we really need any of it. Oh, oh. Still a good experience day. That's nice to see. Let's try something a little different. Ah, jeez. Let's do it in the other direction. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna find a way to set the game to Minecraft quick. I noticed it wasn't that on last stream. Let's see. Okay. Seriously though, how do I? Oh, it already says the game is Minecraft. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just right back on going here. Nice. One-shotted. Uh-oh. That's not good. Some days I really just don't want to bother with diamonds. I don't know. Maybe in the future of this particular cursed version of Beta 1.8, Lapis will have a use. I just don't want to bother with redstone because it takes way too long to mine. Oh, ugh. Check the screenshots. Yeah, I kind of Starting to memorize this. There we go. This time, let's safely bring it back home instead of, get shot to death by skeletons. that is so annoying. That's a bad experience day, that sucks. Ugh. Ugh. Wyatt. Do I not have an axe right now? Ugh. Gosh. Dude, I will literally, like, delete that sound if it doesn't shut the hell up. Driving me insane. Man, I just don't know, man. So yeah, a lot of these are really uneven, but like... Ugh. Are you kidding me? I don't get the staircase back? Well, that's cute. That's the only thing I don't like about these old versions, is these, like, arbitrary, like, rules and inconsistencies. I guess... Hmm. Why don't we do it like that? Let's make it go kind of full circle there for the corner. Wait, hold up. Oh, damn it. Should have just left it right here. Jeez, man. Ah, I'm so... I don't know why I'm like this. I just am. Might as well, like... Yeah, do it like that. Okay, cool. It looks a little weird, but, it's not that bad. It's almost night already. Should at least get some iron armor on. We're gonna be wandering around at night. We bring something better food supply-wise. Probably not carry a bunch of coal on us when we don't need to. Probably not a bunch of iron either. That would not be a good idea. Oh, I was, always so ahead of myself. I feel like I have to do everything as fast as possible to retain people's attention spans and everything. That's a me problem, to be fair. Hmm. I might have an idea. Nothing to do with the game, though. Second here. This phone on? No, it is not. Let's get it on. Not like that. Oh dear, that sounded bad. You guys can just chill to the Minecraft music that you probably heard a billion times already for a second here. We should not have paid $50 for this phone. Is this charged? This reminds me of like Santa Claus or something. I'm a fat, jolly soul. How whimsical. Boy, I tell you what. Dang old phones are so slow. At least this one anyway. I could probably find, just make sure the sound is off on here. Done. Five. Shush. It's not on the internet? Sure? Are you positive? Are you absolutely 100% Gucci, as the kids call it? Is that even, is that not vulgar? Is that just me? Words, am I right? Honey game. Honey, you go away because this phone it has no business being on this phone because it just isn't good enough. Sorry, this is taking longer than I thought it would. Cheer up, Charlie. These phones are so cheaply made. Cheer up, Charlie. These hoes ain't shit. Come on. Connecting. Yeah, I don't know about this phone right now. Cheer up, Charlie. The weed man gonna get you high. Cheer up, Charlie. My boy, you are super fly. Oh, this micro USB cable is not looking too fabulous, girlfriend. You imagine if Polly Shore did a Minecraft stream? It's got some skeletons. Except his voice probably wouldn't crack, but I don't know, maybe it would. Because it's Polly Shore, he's Polly Shore, you know, he's a silly dude. Don't know why people hate him so bad. Well, I wouldn't say hate, but like, oh, he's so annoying. It's like, well, nowadays there's so much, you can do so much worse in Hollywood and all that. Alright, well, I tried with that. Now that's in my head now, that cheer up Charlie shit. Alright, we should at least talk about something while we're just mindlessly gathering dark wood here. Okay. Um, for the record, for legalese and all that with this joke here, I'm not actually sponsored by any of these people. I'm just, making fun. You know, just parody, satire, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, here we go. This stream is sponsored by Magic Spoon. You need someone to cuddle? Well, why don't you pay extra for it? Not to be confused with the overpriced, lame-ass cereal, sponsor. I'm gonna be burning a lot of bridges making these jokes, but I don't care. Either that or they'll find it funny and then they'll want to sponsor me, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do with that. Sugar plum. Because really, I just say all this in good fun. I don't have anything against these companies personally. Anyway. Oh, no. I can't make... That wouldn't work in the 2020s. I'll have to think of this one carefully. Actually, no, I might be able to take a jab at the name itself. Entirely. I'm really thinking about this one. I'll at least say, okay, so I'll say it's Manscaped, so... Which, you know, the name alone is a jar of worms, as you can tell. This stream is sponsored to you by Manscaped. Because we only scape men. Because it has a ring to it, I guess. Because I guess womanscaped or general neutral scape doesn't have a ring to it. I don't know why a Minecraft YouTuber had a Manscaped ad. Where am I going with this? I should be high right now. I guess it's an organic THC production, not unlike the natural the stuff that you produce in your brain. Like, I know in an episode of Trailer Park Boys, Ricky mentions it. And he's actually scientifically correct about something for once, in that I guess we produce our own natural cannabinoids in our heads and whatnot. Yeah, Manscaped. Man, this is gonna turn into a whole tangent. This is why these streams would never be made for kids, but I don't know if... At best, this is juvenile. I wouldn't consider all this to be in NSFW territory. Like, you know, I was talking to someone, and I was talking about how odd it is in, at least America, on the radio and everything. We have, like, a bunch of ads for... Okay, who am I kidding? This is NSFW, but I don't know. I mean, they advertise it on the radio where everyone's listening, so it'd be really bullshit double standards if I got in trouble for this. So it's like, you have those erectile dysfunction ads and all that, and all of that on the radio, and apparently that's not a thing in other countries. Like, I guess that's America's overly, overzealous, pharmaceutical... Wow. I can't even think of how to put it into words at the moment. You just have ads for everything pharmaceutical related, at least here in America. I don't know. I no one else is apparently, from what I know, have ads like this in their country. Like, oh, you're not doing so great in bed anymore. It's like, well, I don't know. For all you know, I'm a 5-year-old listening to the radio, and all I do in the bed is sleep, and that's all I should be doing, you sick bastard. I don't know. It's just really... Well, no, because I remember back in, like, the 90s and 2000s, you had, like, you know, the Enzyte guy Bob, with that catchy little whistling tune is like... If I can even whistle right now. Like, they just play that on, like, any television channel back then, when kids could be watching. Like, bro, come on now. We don't need that. We need more advertisements for overly priced plastic toys that probably contain a lot of cancerous materials in it. Like, don't be... We can't be having those kind of ads on the air, man. That got very tangential, or however you'd put it. Maybe... Okay, alright, what's some other dumbass sponsors you see all the time? I wouldn't necessarily... I don't think I have anything bad to say about Squarespace, because, I don't think they're... it's a website creation thing, like Wix or whatever. Like, I don't think there's any grand claims of it, like being cereal that isn't terrible for you, when all actuality it's just pure processed sugar with a lot of know this and know that. That doesn't actually mean anything, it's just marketing fluff. And then it's not, a hair grooming, a men's grooming product. And I guess women too. I mean, we all have hair in places where we wouldn't care for it, or do care for it, depending on who you're asking. But, like, why in a Minecraft channel are we advertising this, where the primary target audience is kids? Clearly I don't care, but, you have over, like, millions of people who watch, like, Ant Venom and stuff. Like, I know we gotta pay the bills and keep the lights on and put the food on the table, but have some class. Which is... I know that's big coming from me here and all, but, like... I don't know. So I can't really think of any jokes other than some low-hanging fruit here with, this is sponsored by Squarespace, where if you're a square, we have the perfect space for you, but that's like... That's too easy. That's too low-hanging of fruit. And again, they didn't really do anything to deserve it. Okay, it's like, this is sponsored by PCB Way. When I need my PCB stuff done, or PCP, oh no, that's getting kind of out there. You just wouldn't have it any other way. A PCB Way, I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. You'd think I could think of more, because there's been like a gazillion of these sponsors. Here. I really wish I had at least one person talking in my chat right now. I just gotta fake it until I make it, I guess. Whatever that means in this day and age, because everyone's faking it just about, even, never mind. That's a little too risque of a joke. I'm just trying to keep the wagon, rolling here. So I'm waiting to be able to go to sleep and hopefully have a better XP day tomorrow so we can grind. Because I'm not a builder. The building is just not what I do in Minecraft. I know that's a huge point in the game and all, but it's just not me, you know? I'm more about the survival and you know, uh, I don't know. I do know, I don't know. Someone probably knows. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I... Okay, I see now. Add a little more plankage here. I think it's definitely a good idea if we're playing such an unhinged version of Minecraft to be as unhinged as possible without crossing any boundaries if we can. Now that's a challenge. That is a challenge. How can I sell unhingedness without saying anything too offensive? Now that's a good challenge right there, man. Did you hear something? Maybe that was in real life, I don't know. You never know with these cursed versions of Minecraft. You just never know. Might even have, some new friends here and there that we've never seen before. Not Herobrine, though. Where... That would never happen. And even if it did, that would be too predictable and stale. So, you know. I'm kind of like on and off morbidly fascinated with those so-called mystical versions of Minecraft, those mods, like... I feel like... Hold on. I feel like what lends best to those particular mods, if you will, is when they feel like they could actually, like, happen. Like, these games can get really buggy and go haywire, but some of them are just not believable whatsoever. Suspension of disbelief and what have you. Can I have at least one animal to test the experience drops today, please? Just one? This is starting to look like a mess. Not that I'm complaining. Alright. Let's go put some stuff away. We're hunting today. Can never decide if I want to do it in the Nether, because I'd want to be able to have optimal zombie pigman spawns if I'm just slaughtering those left and right for cooked food and experience drops. Maybe we should dedicate a wood chest by now. All things wooden. Like me. And George Wood. I did not sound like him at all. Then we'll name this after the greatest gaming journalist ever known. George Wood. Why is this steak in here? And this chicken? These are food items. We have something for that. Alright, that should be plenty enough room there. I think we do just about enough damage to take out all passives with just our fist in either 1 or 2 shots, so there's no point in wasting a perfectly good sword. I was about to say the spawn rates aren't so great, but that was a lot of chickens that just spawned in over there, I guess. Hey, we can level up today. Wait, we have enough. We'll try fighting the final boss again here pretty soon, but trying to make sure our level's a little higher to make our chances a bit higher. Yeah, I'll start getting my speed up. Not really for my sake, because I don't really care either way, but... No way! A jungle! That's how you know this is a very cursed version of Beta 1.8 here. Jungles did not exist in any capacity yet. I don't know, this feels like it's taking a lot of time. 20 points. I felt that. Yeah, let's... I don't know. Oh, here we go. Just because the terrain is usually the most interesting in the overworld in this cursed version of Beta 1.8 as time goes on, we might as well hunt here for the sightseeing. Even if it's not the most optimal. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to do a speed run or anything. I just don't want to waste people's time. Simple as that. It's a huge insecurity of mine. At least I can admit it, I guess. I don't know. Excuse me there. Extreme hills, right? Yep. They are pretty extreme. Too bad I didn't bring my snowboard, dude. Dude that. Dude X. Dude Y. Dude Z. I'm not trying to be condescending about that. I really don't know. I try. You have to give me credit, I at least try. When this game, in its first couple of years when it was out, we didn't really have to think about these things. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's a frame of comparison. It's really all times are times, good or bad. There's no such thing as 100% good or bad, because, you know, nuance and grayness and... Well, I mean, some things are probably black and white, be it literally or figuratively, but, I don't know. Like, once upon a time, I was a chicken sandwich. The end. It can't get more profound than that, can it? No, it can't. I wonder if KFC still has the gayest chicken. What does this have to do with Minecraft? What doesn't it have to do with Minecraft? On the contrary, Minecraft is about everything and nothing. It's the video game equivalent of the show Seinfeld. It's the video game about nothing. I tell you what. Ooh, ow. Ah. Damn it. Ooh. Hey, quit giving me the cold shoulder. That was a terrible pun. And it's kind of ironic, too, because coal is usually associated with warmth. Shut the fuck up, eBay. I don't even know if that notification came through my microphone, but it very clearly annoyed me there. Buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that! Well, okay. Maybe if you give me a little something on the side, you know, the green Benjamin simoleons, all of the above. You have to give people incentive to buy something, man. You have to, like, emotionally manipulate them to get them to buy your product. Like, I'm not talking about from my experience, I'm just talking about all advertisements and stuff. Like, if you don't have this, you're a loser. I'd rather, be a quote-unquote loser than spend $1,000 on something I probably won't even use. If anything, that makes me a winner because I saved my money. I didn't fall for your bullshit, Mr. Advertiser Monkey Magoo. What the hell? Like, I'm sorry, man, but I have too much empathy to see people as dollar signs. I see them as people, not dollar signs. Unless they want to be involved as a dollar sign, I'll respect that. I guess, you know. Some things today or anything goes, and look at that cheese lava. Old-fashioned cheese lava. Oh boy. Spider jockey. We've got ourselves a spider jockey here. That's probably offensive if that's probably offensive. If it is, I'm sorry. Everything is offensive if you want it to. Like, everyone just wants a reason to be angry these days. They all want that, right of righteousness. And we want to be able to prove ourselves better than others when 95% of the time we're either no different or we're worse than others. You can't take... You can fake it all you want, that you're taking the moral high ground, when that moral high ground is probably not even a thing to begin with most of these, what? There's definitely something sadistic in nature about this, this desire to try and put others beneath you in the guise of looking more right or morally righteous or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's just another excuse to hurt people who probably didn't do anything to you in the first place most of the time. Most people are not even trying to hurt anyone or anything, they're just trying to live their lives. Well, I know you have those special edge exceptions where people know what they're doing, and they're going out of their way to hurt people, but is that always the case? Where is my mind right now? We all know this is not inf dev, though. That's one thing for certain. See, with this cursed version, it plays songs different pitches or whatever, but you would have to really shift it down or low to actually make it uncomfortable. Just sounds like a slight variation of what's known, but not quite into the uncanny valley, you know? Damn, ear, why you gotta itch? Itch, itch, itch. There you go, I'm ever so slightly faster. And I know I don't habitually sprint, which is wrong to people, but that's just... it's a lot of effort to double tap that W, man. And we don't have control button sprinting this, so... I know, I'm probably making up excuses, but... I feel like these days with a lot of people, there's more wrong ways to play a game than there is right. But, I don't know. I wish it wasn't like that, because... can't we just play a game, not work a game? If we're getting paid to play something, that's one thing. And if we're expected by pay to play something a certain way, fine, but I've been doing this pretty much for free for over a decade. Why should I have to cater to any one specific playstyle, man? I wish I was as perfect as you or whoever else, but we're gonna need some serious neuroscience and engineering to alter deeply rooted habitual processes. Just in general, the human brain is a very fascinating thing. Like, there's some people who can do something absolutely perfectly, and there's some people who just can't do it to save their lives, no matter how much they practice it or how often they do it. Is it entirely a brain thing? Is it a spiritual thing? Depending on your alignment and views in that, like, if you want to speak pure science, I do wonder if you can alter the brain, you know, the neural synapses and patterns and whatnot to a more optimal kind of set of sequences and patterns that are most favorable to perfectionist types that run the world. CEOs and think tanks and whatnot. Because I've seen humans that can do things so fast and so precisely and perfectly with little to no deviation that it makes me think that it's, you know, We don't need automation for everything. Like, some people, some brains are just more optimal than any machinery could probably ever be. And probably, you know, a lot more affordable, too. Like, I definitely... Like, you gotta look at, I've ever heard of baritone, for instance, for Minecraft. The way it does things, there's probably people who are probably just as optimal and everything. Of course, then you have to consider in limitations, like having to sleep, having to breathe, having to eat, having to drink. But what if we could overcome all this? Of course, it's gonna not seem perceivable because we're conditioned by a lot of industries that don't want their profits to be compromised in the process. It would just be so cool if we didn't have to deal with human limitations anymore. Like, transhumanism and the marriage of biology and machinery, like, I think that's just an inevitability at this point. And with how I've told my entire life to hurry up or I'm too slow, things like that, I wouldn't mind that. If I can be just good enough to be considered, to have my life be considered valid enough, my existence, you know? Damn. This is one hell of an existential ramble and tangent I'm going on here. Gives a deep insight into the individual. This case being me, but I doubt I'm alone on this. Like, in an ideal world, we wouldn't have to justify our existence to begin with. It's very, I can't even put it into words. I wouldn't say totalitarian, but just, I don't know. Be nice if I had at least one person in chat who could probably spot check me there on the usage of words there while I'm trying to focus on this, Minecraftage, if you will. I think I'm gonna level up stamina a bit. Still a good experience day, so I don't want to sleep yet. Think about 12 or 1 p.m. around in my time, I'll probably break for lunch. depending on the circumstances. And I have to say, one of the facets of being able to talk in text, or voice to text, is I don't have to worry about other people dominating the conversation. Again, me issue, but again, I can't be alone on that. Just not have to worry about being interrupted. So nice. Just talk mostly freely without undesirable constraints. And I keep thinking about it deeply, like... the kind of line between sincerity and saying what people want to hear. Like, a lot of people insist that a lot of people are fine the way they are. They don't need to change anything. They're beautiful the way they are. But do they actually fully 100% believe that in every single case scenario and aspect and regard? Do they really truly believe that? Or are they just saying that in a very lowbrow, like, lazy attempt to make someone feel better in the moment? There's nothing more insincere than, in my opinion, for the most part, among other things, like, to say, oh, you're fine just the way you are. Like, no. You can't 100% mean that to every individual by individual basis. Per individual basis. Like, there's no way you can be 100% sincere about that. Like, get out of here with this best intentions bullshit. Because if you have to... if you feel compelled to say that to someone, which, mind you, there's probably some projection going on, because flaws are very much so ambiguous in nature and are highly perception-driven. There are certain things where the mass consensus will agree that flaws are universally agreed upon, certain flaws, and then there's people who won't always see eye to eye. For instance, it's like my insecurity of being too slow. I've experienced way too much, way too often, evidence proving to the contrary that impatience and the innate desire to get things done as quickly and efficiently and proficiently as possible is a very common desire among people these days. So, if anyone ever said, oh, you're fine just the way you are, take your time with things, no. I'm sorry, but I've experienced way too much to the contrary there. Ugh. that speed really genuinely is just roundly something that is a requirement in the 21st century. In things that otherwise probably would require people to be more, to take their time and be I can't even articulate it with so much for constraints, huh? Isn't that amazing? My brain just went full lockup mode there, trying to explain all that. In contrary to what I was saying before about being able to mostly express myself freely, and here we are, I'm getting caught up in an infinite loop of redundancies and inefficiencies and wow. Just kind of at a loss for words right now. The air is in great abundance. A thought improperly constructed. The predictability of unpredictability. I think I'm definitely the perfect candidate for someone to be covering a version like this. It's clear I have quite a bit of screws loose myself, so to speak. Well, that's just straight up, the pitch and tempo. A bit higher and a bit faster. That's something I do not like about sprinting, is the knockback. The irony of trying to do things faster and then it takes a little bit longer in some ways sometimes. I guess above, trying to get our levels up here, we're wanting to wait for a day where we can instantly consume food items, not have this hunger bar bullshit. Well, at least in this moment, if you aren't chatting and you are viewing, and if you're unhinged like me, it's probably nice to have someone at least to be unhinged with. I guess, by proxy or... What do they call it? When it's like... It's a type of... I wouldn't... Well, I would partially say relationship. Parasocial, I think that's what they call it. You can at least have someone to go insane with parasocially. It beats being by yourself and going insane, and no one else can sympathize or relate to the... what amounts to the ultimate destruction of one's psyche. I know your pain and you know mine, but you also don't know my pain and I don't know your pain. Because pain is a spectrum. So, like many things. There's no way I could have sold the world because I didn't have enough money to ship it to begin with. Ba-doom-tsh. For what it's worth, it was painful for me too. See how far they flew? Okay, it wasn't that inconvenient, but sometimes it can be, depending on the circumstances. You can run, but you can't run. You can hide, but you can't hide. Can't run, but you can run. You can't hide, but you can hide. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Damned if you don't, damned if you do. I shouldn't. Pretty sure that's one of the abnormal variants. But is there anything that can be considered normal about an Enderman to begin with, in all fairness? Maybe sometimes it's nice to have a little silence. And there's probably people who can't stand any silence at any point. And there's people who just can't stand the noise. You know, with, what is it? Thinking of rapper. Well, I know, you know, it's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 song, Bring the Noise. It's covered by Anthrax, but it's not originally by Anthrax, as one may or may not know. It's in the back of my head, but anyway, some people don't want you to bring the noise, but you insist anyway. Oh. No, it's considered good etiquette to fill in creeper explosion holes, but will you just take a second and look at this world we're dealing with here? Clearly has no etiquette for itself. No regard to, well, I just can't think of the word. Well, you know, with peaceful music like this, peace is truly war. Careful now. What's his problem now? Well, for a second there, anyway. Ah! Part of me should have knew better. Brace for impact. Let's go take a look at something real quick. Never mind. It'll happen eventually. What that is, I won't give it away. I would love to spend more time in the Skylands had it not been for the crashes and instability. No. Every single day, we're a day closer to getting an update to this that will hopefully fix it all with that, among other things. Oh, okay, experience is bad today. And, go AFK for a minute or two once I get back to the house. We'll see. All right. Check this. Hey, still good. So anyway, furnaces, am I right? Am I right? What's the deal with furnaces? They cook things, am I right? Ugh. Right. Need another double chest for cobblestone. Actually, let's do a check real quick how experience drops are today. Alright, back to building we go then. Oh, might as well get our stamina up, why not? It's the idea that counts, I guess. Oops.
Oh.
Alright, another hunting day. Animal spawning doesn't seem so great today. Oh, wait. Just when I think and say that. I want to go thrifting today. I need a KVM. Because I'm going to play John Romero's Sigil 2 on real hardware. If anyone knows what I'm talking about. It's a Doom thing, you know, is made on actual DOS or 98 or whatever. KVM is just for convenience, really. Oh my goodness, it's the doggies. Bye. I love dogs, but not worth it in these early versions. Ooh. I want to check some. Oh! Too bad I wasn't in there when it happened. So, in this particular cursed version of Minecraft, you have a chance of the Skylands turning into the end. It's quite emotional, isn't it? Well, it's definitely more emotional when you're actually here when it happens. You'll notice that the sky will get dark and the void below turns into the kind of void that kills you. Yeah. We got ourselves some moon chickens here. Oh shit. Oh, we teleported away with the experience. That sucks. You know, I think I will stay here for a while. I mean, at least it's something different to look at. As long as I don't modify any blocks when that, crashing stuff happens, should be fine here, really. Way it just cuts off like that is just the nitpick, I guess. If it faded out when it was ending, it would sound so much better. But then I noticed that song in this particular cursed version of the beta plays in the boss music. It's got a loop. The interesting thing about OGG files, or OGG files, or whatever you want to call them, is they do have what's known as metadata, is like certain things you can set up in an audio file. There's loop start and loop end with underscores. There's tutorials out there, stuff that shows how you measure it exactly. And then once you have it set up, even though it's streamed audio, it can loop perfectly. as long as whatever you're putting it in supports loop start and loop end the metadata. Alright, we can level up our attack just one more time here. I'm feeling it's about to become the next day, though. Let's probably be bracing ourselves here. That was timing. Yeah, I'm not killing any more of those. I'd show it off, but I don't want to lose my stuff. Actually, you know what? How about I do everyone a solid and I'll go put my stuff away and then show it off. But, you've been warned now. Epilepsy warning, like, seriously. Well, I'll just have some armor and, yeah. Let's just see if we can spend this real quick. No? Alright, tell you what, we'll challenge ourselves here. Try not to die this way, but with these guys, it's very much so likely it's gonna happen anyway. I'm gonna do everyone a solid and put this up. Okay. Yeah, you can see right there, you have been warned. If I do die from this, epilepsy warning, like seriously. So yeah. On top of that, I saw we were put back into the overworld when I died, which was kind of interesting. Not 100% sure where that happened exactly. If we can get any of that back. I'll take this off now. I've demonstrated it. We've crossed that bridge. We're done with it. It's not like I lost that much. And I might as well demonstrate one more thing while we're at it here. This is something that would actually be really cool in the actual Minecraft. So here we go into quote-unquote the end here. Oops. There. So we fall into the void, and instead of going back to the overworld, yeah, pretty spooky. I'll look around a little bit again just to see if we can find where stuff is. I mean, iron's easy enough to get, I'm just lazy. Absolutely not denying. Oh, wow, look how cool that looks. As wrong as it is. For what it's worth, the end does eventually, the fake end or whatever it does eventually turn back into the, Skylands. So you don't have to worry about getting, locked out of progress if you're gathering copper there, and yeah. I don't know if it'll remain that way in the future, but for right now, there are days where it'll turn back into the Skylands. You'll just want to be cautious. And that's also why we built that, sky portal or whatever. inside of the actual Skylands slash fake end there. You know what? We'll just rebuild our armor and everything. It's not that big of a deal. Wonder if we can one-shot all passives yet. If not, we're just a level away from it. Sorry about that. Anyway. Yes! Can one-shot him now. That's a lot more convenient. I feel like as this playthrough goes on, I'll level everything up. I just want to focus on the stuff that'll help us beat the final boss here. And, when our friends, the Endermen, whenever they go back to being, not cursed like that, we'll go back to farming them instead, because, yeah, that was a lot of experience there dropping, even compared to these. I think after this in-game day, I'll break for lunch. Like, oh, why don't you just eat on stream? It's like, do you really want to listen to someone chewing? I know there's those mukbangs or whatever, or mukbangs, whatever we call them, but I just don't like to hear people eat or watch them eat. I think that's, I don't know, man. If that's your thing, I ain't judging, but that's just not how I roll. A lot of flowers here, I like it. It's like, oh, why don't you modify the chunks to keep it? It's like, well, it's not like I need any of it. Ah, why not? Just do it here and there. Oh. Ah! I was so close. Here it comes. Alright. I think I'm gonna go ahead and break for lunch now. Let's head back to the house real quick here. Looks like it's still gonna be hunting day, which is fine by me as long as we can get all these important levels up. Alright. We shall be back here pretty soon.